Outstanding. We are live, everybody. And my name is Coach Armand. This is Operation Popcorn, where we're celebrating popping D3s. We're not only, well, that threw me off. I get easily distracted, Action. You're throwing me off, brother. But anyway, this is where we're starting to celebrate D3s. Whether you just broke a new D1, a D2, or D3, the whole basis of what we have here is creating D3s and creating it like popcorn, just popping like Orville Redenbacher. So with that being said, I'm just going to have the panelists step out, state who they are, what vision did they see here, why did they get started, and perhaps if you just broken the rank of D3, if you can wait to last, and maybe share with us some of the things that you're doing to make that happen, and we'll celebrate you. So as you come out, just kind of let us know where you are and
Yikes.
And if you're not speaking, just go ahead and put yourself on mute. I'm going to mute out now. The floor is yours. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm going to bring out Queen D first off because she's got a huge organization. I have so much respect for her. Mastermind with her on a daily basis. She's full of wisdom, creating an incredible team. So Queen D, can you come out on the floor for us pretty please?
Okay, thanks, Coach. I appreciate that. What I want to share with you right now is how thrilled I am to be running with Coach Armand. I kind of felt a little alone until we hooked up and started masterminding together on the phone. And like you said, we do speak to each other quite often. Get really excited about what's happening with our teammates, and it's made a world of difference. So doing these hangouts now with our teammates is going to be so beneficial for us because we've got to focus. The coach has got to focus about keeping people reined in and going through the getting started process and understanding how to sign up new members and get them plugged in and staying focused on the GoPro and the fact that all we're after here is D3s. A lot of people, when they come in, they get excited and they go, oh, like how many do I have to get? What about when I go F4 and they start talking, but beyond D3 before they've even gotten there? So we just, the D3 all the way, if that's all you think about, that the F3s and the F4s, the F5s are going to come. So I'm really looking forward to working with all of you here together and celebrating all kinds of D3s every week.
And Queen, can you hear me right now?
Yep.
Awesome. Queen D, let me just do this because who that you brought on that has gone D3, and I know two people that I'm looking at right now that I'll bring on afterwards. Did you want to bring anybody out and we could celebrate these individuals for going D3? And even if you just went D2 or you just went D1 this week, we definitely want to celebrate you because that is part of the process, part of the situation of getting to the goal. Well, getting to the goal, or resolution, which is the D3 status. So anybody you want to bring out right now, Queen D?
Well, I'll introduce you to our teammates that are on here that maybe we don't all know each other yet. Pam is here, Pam Adair, who is my fourth leg. Front line to me, and Pam went D3 a while ago. We celebrated her in the group, so she's already D3. Now Rhonda and Mark are D2, so they've got one to go before they hit D3. So I'm really excited about that. And also Christina is D2 and has one more to go. So those are my panel members. They're team members that were personally sponsored by me, awesome. And that's where we're at right now. Awesome. Yeah, so it's exciting. I'm really excited.
Do you all want to come out and just kind of let us know, what you all have been seeing, the vision you all caught here, and just share with us a little bit about you, Pam?
I don't think Pam's she can hear us. She's having difficulty with her. Let's go over to Rhonda, okay. And then Christina. How's that?
Sounds great.
The floor is yours, Rhonda, darling. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. I'm Rhonda. My husband, Mark, is not able to join us tonight. I apologize. Boy, tell a little bit about myself. I come from corporate America, and I went out. That's probably about a simple way to put it. And just watching Dee and the other people on this panel, Coach Amon, you as well, and modeling you is what we're doing. That's just it works for you. It's going to work for me. Not going to recreate anything. And I believe that we may have our third person today. I need to get that confirmed, but I think that may have happened.
That is so awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Where's that applause thing?
Oh,
eh?
yeah. Where's the applause, brother? And also, too, because this is Operation Popcorn D, even if you have somebody that was D3 celebrated and they're on the panel, it doesn't hurt to celebrate them again. So if you are D3, you've been D3, hey, this is Operation Popcorn of our 90K and 90-day run, so we're going to celebrate you again here. So with that, who else did you have that you'd like to introduce? Queen D.
I'd love to introduce Christina Biquette to you. She's from Colorado. The floor is yours, darling. Introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your story.
Let me step in real quick.
Okay.
Christine, let me step in because I want to say something.
Don't trip me.
Christina is on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all listened to the call this past Sunday, but that call, I don't know if she grabbed that call or that call grabbed her. But I've been seeing her blazing around doing her P30X. I'm trying to have a conversation with her, and she's like, yeah, coach, yeah, whatever. I got to do P30X. I'll talk to you later about it. So I just want to say she's on fire. I'm so impressed with her energy, what she brings to the table. I've been watching some of her videos. So, Christina, the floor is yours, my dear.
Okay, well, I am from Colorado up here in Estes Park, and I'm assuming you can hear me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm a network marketer, and I've been doing stuff for like years, and I've learned a lot, and especially in the last business I just came out of, I learned a lot, but I was never able to really apply it, and that's what I really like about being here with this whole team is the heart. I felt that right away, and the camaraderie and the help. I have never been mentored like this. I mean, all I had to do is just kind of say, hey, I'm ready to go, and everybody was there ready to help me to answer any questions and get me going. And yeah, what you were saying last Sunday, you're right, the call grabbed me because I have been, I thought, doing all the stuff I was supposed to do to be successful. And it wasn't until Ed was talking about you got to do your P30X every day or you might as well fire yourself. And that luckily was on June 1st, and I had not done much that day because I had a bunch of stuff I had to do. And then he says, well, here I got to go do mine. And I don't know what it was about that, but it hit me. And I thought, okay, I got to go do mine too. I am not going to let a day go by that I have not done my P30X. And I've stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning many times because I don't do it fast. I'm getting faster, but and a lot because of the mentorship I'm getting, and I'm realizing how to do it better. But anyway, long story short, it's just everything that I'm learning from all of you guys in that particular night, that really got me going. And I'm not going to stop, and I'm planning D3 by the end of the week.
Awesome, awesome. Congrats on that. And you're moving towards that progress as we speak right now. And also, too, Rhonda, I want to congratulate you. We'll make it official perhaps on the next week's call for what you're doing, what you're bringing to the table. And I'm so proud of our panel that we have here. Anybody else you want to bring out, Queen?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay,
Coach.
awesome, awesome. It's amazing. And I'll just share something really quick because I had a little bit of a challenge getting on here. My computer stopped, And I was just asking, I was texting D back and forth, you know, universe, what are you trying to tell me? Infinite intelligence, God, you know, what are you telling me right now? And it's so funny because as soon as I asked, I just received a download, and that download was of the Think and Grow Rich call. I don't know if you all plug into that, but when people work with me, I request that you plug into that call for at least your first 90 days, because if you do that, you'll be forever stuck on that call. And that call is every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The number is 712-432-0900. PIN is 565732 pound. The recording, the only difference in the number is the end is 0990. Same PIN, same everything. And if you didn't catch it, just rewind this back as you play this back and watch this at your house at your convenience. But I say this to say this. I had that challenge that was going on, and it reminded me when Paul was on the Mastermind, and he was saying something to the fact of a butterfly and a caterpillar, how a caterpillar goes from becoming a butterfly. And there was a gentleman that saw the struggle that the caterpillar was going through as it was becoming a butterfly, trying to break out of the cocoon there. And so he went ahead and helped it and open it up so that it would make it easy for the butterfly to get through. But the butterfly came out, and, you know, maybe I'm just making this up, it just kind of fell, it didn't fly. And what he found out, and what we found out through this mastermind, is that basically it's in the challenges, it's in the rough sections, it's in the rough patches of our life that greatness is born. So it had me look at life a little bit different, because I said, you know what, thank God for the challenges, because if I didn't have the challenges and was able to break through the challenges, then guess what? I wouldn't realize when I get through a challenge and I made it past it, to look back, give myself a little pat on the back, and then look forward for the next challenge. Because and you know what? Let me step back. I see it so often, and I won't take too long here, that when somebody starts something, let's say they start in a business, this endeavor here with us, so many things happen. Life would have been going great, but everything starts to happen. And I call it the universe testing you to see if you're really ready for success. So some of you all might be facing that right now, that you've made a commitment for this 90K in 90 days, and everything seems to have gone to holy heck. Guess what? That's your test. And all I'm going to ask you is, what are you going to do with that test? Are you going to break through like the butterfly? Are you going to flap your wings and get strong so you can get out and fly? And with that being said, I don't know why I went into that, but that's what I received while I was waiting for this to start up. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and bring out a brother of mine. Matter of fact, actually, can I just lay the cards on the table? Absolutely. This brother came in, he hit D3, and this can be a lesson. He hit D3, and then some things happened, call it a challenge. He, per se, was in the midst of losing that D3, but we rallied together, and through that, he was able to break D3 again without losing it. So you might come up, and I heard Ed talk about it, you might come up and be a D3 and go down to a D2 and then go back to a D3 and go to an F3. Ed talked about it. He lost his position for 2 months and came back stronger than ever. So with that being said, I want to bring out my man. I really want to celebrate you. I've been knowing you for some time. You're a network marketer. Yeah, it's so glad to have you on the panel, my man. You speak truth to life. You take the cookies from up high and you bring them down low. Action Jackson.
Wow. Man, let me just say I'm totally honored to be on the panel here with all these great people here. And I'm so proud of everybody on here who's just going out there and winning, you know, from Christina to Rhonda. And I just met this young lady right here. What's your first name? Yeah, I just met her, and just everybody, Pam and everybody. Oma. Okay. Yeah. So, one thing about this game that you'll learn is, like, even when you think that you know a bunch of stuff, always go back to the basics. Always go back to the basics. And so what happens is, even when you learn all of this stuff that you're going to learn, all of this stuff that might, some skill sets you're going to learn, D was talking about it, It's like she's like, I don't know anything about it. I said, you know a whole lot more than I do, and I'm not computer illiterate either. I've been on a computer ever since, you know, grade school. However, things change, and I'm glad. I'm so blessed and glad that Coach and I reconnected about. Dang, it's been 2 years, like almost 2 years now. We reconnected on a phone call from me just randomly calling him in the summer and not connecting with him, and then leaving a message, and then him cleaning off his desk. We'll get into that story another time, and finding a number, and then talking on the phone for over 2 hours in September. That being said, yeah, you build this, you know, you kind of will build a business, and you will have hurdles. You will have some serious struggles. We like to say, I know Coach will agree with me, we like to say, people say, well, you know, I just built this business, I started this business, and, you know, all this stuff started happening in my life. No, that stuff is going to happen anyway. It's just happening a lot faster, meaning that you just sped yourself up because life still happens at one pace. A lot of us like to take a little easy road, or maybe, you know, you get into a comfortable situation, and you're kind of like coasting through life. But when you're really moving at the speed of life, man, it's incredible. Things happen so fast to you normally, but that was just always how it was happening. You know, from weddings and babies and divorces and great things and hitting levels and getting knocked down and getting back up. That's just going to happen at the speed of life. And having the proper skills allow you to be able to better deal with situations. I always love what Jim Rohn likes to say. He says, don't ask for less problems, ask for more skills. And that always resonated with me. I listened to that over and over and over again. You see my tape section back here. There's just one library of tapes here. But Jim Rohn really hit the nail on the head. You know, things that would have probably knocked me out of the box had I not made a decision 11, 12 years ago to go to a little, you know, breakthroughs to success with a gentleman named Jeff, meeting, therefore connecting with a guy named Armand, and about, I don't know, it was like another 30 other people, then who knows where I'd be at today. Because I've had so much challenges that have happened, no more than the next person. However, how I've dealt with them have been all because of the skills that I've developed in my personally growing. So I love what we're doing as a team here, and you know, it's been one heck of a ride with this team, because this team really lifts you up when you're really, you know, I'm so proud of what Christine's doing. She just kind of like, you know, I know she had some stuff that she was doing, moving and stuff that, you know, I've been following her on Facebook and whatnot. Being able to do that and then still be able to, you know, about to just tear it up and break out is incredible. I don't know everybody else's story. However, I just know that, you know, what we're doing here on this build is incredible. It's not been done anywhere else. I've been with my original company for 11 years, and we don't build this way. Mostly, you know, people, you know, get them in, get them out, rawhide. So that's how most people deal with, you know, deal with network marketing. And I just think what was going on here is great. What we're doing here as a team and fellowship. So that's all I wanted to say. So, you know, if you hit a position and you know you don't sit on your laurels, because what we do here is we're building momentum. Once that momentum takes off, you can't stop it.
But I don't know.
So, sounds like we have Pam back, because we can hear her now. So I want to give it back to you, Coach. Go ahead.
Tomorrow, and then I leave early.
Awesome. Pam, if you'd like to come out, feel free, because we can hear you. And
you are so stuffed up, huh?
I can stuff up.
Maybe she can't hear us.
Just that ear, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
you know what? Let me see something. There's supposed to be a way I can. Okay, we'll have to. Dee, do you have any way of connecting to Pam on Facebook or something and touching bases with her to let her know we can hear her? Okay. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have young champion come on the stage here. This is a lady, and she's one half of the dynamic duo. I call them the young power couple, because when I first met them, and I actually met her husband first, and basically how I met her husband was simply that I was out and about, and I was at Verizon store, and I was touching bases with him, and he seemed very sharp. And when I see somebody sharp, I let them know that. And I simply just gave him, I think I wrote it down or something, a website, and I said, hey, man, you know, if you follow up on it, I'll be here. If not, hey, no biggie, man. You seem sharp, so that's why I'm giving you this. And he followed up, looked at what we had at that particular opportunity, told me he was coming in a week, and being a man of his word, he did that. Long story short, we caught up just recently, a couple of months ago, touched bases, started game planning, and well, actually a couple of months ago, but just started game planning probably here over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And needless to say, him and his wife are a power couple, and within 8 days, they hit the position of D3. And maybe you can come out, Oma, and kind of tell us, you know, your vision. Let me know if I pronounce your name correct or not, and what you see here, and you know, just how'd you do it, and you know, what's your vision?
Well, how we did it was I was actually explaining it to them before we had to come back over here, the different things that we are. Like Terrence is more of the technical behind the scenes, reading everything, and he teaches me everything as far as the behind the scenes or what is the protocol for everything. And he could tell me one time, and then after that, I got it. But I'm more of the people person. I know how to talk to people. I know how to just charm them, I guess you can say, whatever. But I'm a realist. Excuse me, as you can hear, my kids are in the background. So, Anaya, please.
This is live. It's all good.
Yeah. So this is really live. This is real. This is real life. No, but and so we decided to first we looked into it and we're like, okay, let's go. And then we got to meet Franco because they had opened up the downtown. Well, actually, Terrence met with him first. So I said, you know, babe, you check it out first. I trust your instincts or whatever. So he said it was a go. And then literally we were sitting with Franco and Armand for about 8 hours a day, just soaking everything in first to get all of the steps and everything in. And then also this is the first time that we've actually had a great system, a great leaders. Like, it's really humbling and unbelievable at the same time that this is really real kind of a thing. And so once we figured out that this is what it was, then we just went on running. And we followed the steps, followed the system, listened to everything Coach Armand said and Franco said, and we were just there. So we got to D3 in 8 days. It was actually a little bit before that, but we had to wait for people to pay for their money. But, yeah, pretty much 8 days. And our vision, man, my vision is something totally different, but my vision is pretty much making enough money. This is Wake Up Now is my, what should I say, my vehicle to get to where I want to go. My main thing is to have a nonprofit where I can have different homes for mothers, for kids, and for homeless, just all kinds of different things I want to do. There's like a lot. But this will be the first funnel of money, so then I can get to global, which one of our friends is actually global in Wake Up Now, and that's $114 a month, and that will completely fund everything that I needed for my nonprofit, and to help and to also reinvent the wheel and do different things in my personal life. So that's my vision. Sorry, it's kind of long.
No, just fine. You did just fine. Outstanding. Thank you for coming to the table, and I'm gonna wrap everything back down. If anybody had anything they want to come out and say, feel free, because this is Operation Popcorn. We definitely aspire and think and dream big. That's just the way our team is, as you see with our leaders. But also at the same token, we're gonna continue popping D3s like popcorn, like you just saw, unofficially, Rhonda. But we'll celebrate them now and on the next hangout.
Yeah.
Christina, I know we'll be celebrating here very shortly. Action, keep doing what you're doing, my man. And also, too, with Oma coming out and Terrence and Pam, we appreciate you. With this part of it, I just want to give it up, and I'm going to close my door here to the office. My Yorkie came in. This is real life. But anybody have any quick things they'd like to add before we go into like a little coaching session?
Maybe if Pam can hear us and she's available, maybe Pam can come up for a minute and just say hello and introduce herself. Are you available there, Pam?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear
Sorry,
you.
sorry you could hear me before. I've been off and on.
That's
Lots
all
going
right.
on in my house. So, okay, let me get myself on. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this. I've been really unplugged. I feel like I've been unplugged from everything for a while now because I'm living in two different houses, part of the time with my dad and part of the time in my home. So right now I feel like the most important thing for me is to plug back into all of you. And so I appreciate that this was happening tonight. I just got back to my home tonight. And yeah, I hit D3 pretty quick because Dee put Rhonda and I forgot her husband's name
Mark.
under me, and then I have a family member and also a good friend of mine that came in. So my focus is just on helping everyone get to that D3 level.
Absolutely. Awesome. Glad
Anyway,
to
I
have
just
you back.
appreciate connecting back in with all
Yeah,
of you.
and we're happy to have you back, Pam. It's good to
Thanks,
see you
Dee.
back. Yeah. You're muted there, Coach.
Okay, I got it. Congrats. I just wanted to say congrats. We appreciate you plugging back in. And I'll just say it's like this. It's like Rocky Balboa, who's one of my, I love the inspiration behind him, but it's not about how many times we get knocked down, but it's about how many times we get up. So I congratulate you for getting back up, and I want to sincerely say I appreciate you being here right now in this present place. With that being said, I'm quickly right now, if I can show you anything, all I can say is if you don't have this book, please go get it. If you're looking at this, you don't know what it is, this should be one, if not the second or third, one of the first 2, 3, 4 things that you do when you come on board here, because this is the playbook. This, I go through, I keep this on me all the time. I'm going through it, I'm reading it. Now I'm actually digesting it because I'm breaking down from start, like where it says make a list, I'm making my list and just keep making it because I've got so many names I'm going through. And that's one of the first action assignments of this. And then it shows you how to continue to be able to interact with individuals, what to say, how to say it. It's just, in network marketing, this is the best book that I've ever come across for network marketing to show new people and people seasoned exactly how to build a strong team. So with that, what we're going to do right now is go into some things that we do to get people started, which is a new members coaching. I've done it with Action. I was going to do it with Christina, Dee and I, but we figured we might as well do it here and save the time and have this as almost a little blueprint, add your personality to it about how we do this. And Christina has basically stepped up and said, you know, I'm game for it. I'll be here and we'll do it. So I know Christina just didn't come into business yesterday. She's not, I mean, nobody here is seasoned, but we're going to go ahead and do a little role playing. Are you ready to rock and roll, Christina? I'm going to be taking notes too because this is definitely what you want to do as you listen to what this person is saying.
Okay.
Okay, and so the setup of this is going to be, I'm calling Christina. She just got involved with this. I saw she got involved, and I'm calling her to welcome her. I've already sent her the welcome email, so she has that. Hopefully she's starting to go through it, but we'll take this from the top. So basically, Christina, I'm just going to say, hey, my name is Armand. I see you came on our team. I first want to congratulate you for making a wise decision and making a decision to change the quality of your life. So I want to personally welcome you to the team. My name is Armand.
Well, thank you, Armand. I appreciate that.
Yeah, my pleasure, my pleasure. And I just want to know, because my time's real valuable, I don't have a lot of time, but this is going to take us about 15 to 30 minutes. It's about 7:58 right now. Do you have 15 to 30 minutes right now to go through this coaching game plan?
Yes, I do.
Awesome, awesome. Just want to get to know a little bit about you, tell you a little bit about me. Christina, you know, are you full-time in the industry? What's your background? Is this all you do, or do you have a job?
I don't have a full-time job. I recently took a part-time weekend job just to get to know people and have more people to talk to for specifically for this opportunity. And other than that, I'm doing this work full time.
Awesome. So you're doing it full time. Okay, and I'm just taking notes, so bear with me really quick. So you're doing this full time. I know you're here for a reason. What was it that brought you here? What did you want more of in life? Like, what did you want to accomplish? Why did you partner up with our team, Simple Freedom, in the One Opportunity?
Well, the original reason that I got into this opportunity is because I have been in other opportunities, and my last one, which I'd been in for about a year and a half, everything else failed in what I was trying to do to get traffic, so I was going to do paid traffic. And I had spent all my money on buying all the training that I needed to buy. I had no money left for traffic. So I don't remember what got the idea in my head to come to this. Well, actually, I hadn't actually thought about Wake Up Now, but I knew I needed to get something else going so I could have money to buy traffic for my other opportunity. And so that's what led me toward this. But actually, my sponsor, who's great with the Facebook Hustle, approached me, and I definitely, absolutely did not want my next step to be another MLM type opportunity. So I was definitely against it. However, she approached me in such a great way that I went from being a definite, absolutely, I think you might remember this, Dee, no, I don't think so, but send me a little bit more because I'm interested in seeing what it is. So anyway, to make a long story short, that's how I got into it. And what made me actually sign up was having the opportunity to talk directly to Franco, because I had heard about him before, and I'd never had the opportunity to really speak to somebody prior to joining an opportunity. So between Dee and Franco, it just made sense, and I just from the very beginning, I felt the spirit and the heart of this team, and I just thought, well, I think this is where I need to be.
Awesome, awesome, good deal. So I was just taking some notes on the kind of process, the way that you basically saw this opportunity through Dee, and you kind of felt that this is the right place for you. You got to talk to Franco, even though you were a little hesitant about that. Now, real quick, I just want to ask you a couple of specific questions. When you came here, being that this is a business, what kind of goals did you have for yourself? What type of income levels were you looking at that would make this something that perhaps you might want to focus on? And what kind of income level, secondarily, that would make this where you would wholeheartedly, we'd have your attention here with Simple Freedom? What's some things? Let me just rephrase this. What income level would it take to give you a little bit of breathing room? And then what income level will it totally replace what you're doing and let you say, hey, you know what, I'm just going to simply focus on Simple Freedom because this could be my home run?
It's going to sound small, but just getting to the 600 right now would be a belief maker in me, because I've gotten behind. I've been doing internet marketing for 12 years, and so I've always gotten behind the, well, yeah, you're going to be a millionaire, you're going to do this, and I've always had big plans, and I thought, okay, I can do it, and especially in the last one, I really thought that was the answer, and I was going to be a millionaire in at least a year. Didn't happen at all. And so at this point, when I reach the 600, which I'm looking at, I want to reach it fast, that will be the believer. Then to make me really have breathing room, 5,000 is what my breathing room is going to be, and then from there, there's just no stopping me.
Awesome. Okay. So basically, some of our goals are basically $600 will start to wake you up. No pun intended. but yes, it was. But $600 will will get you to the point where you'll start to really believe that yes, this can happen for me. And just so you know, the path that I'm looking at, the $600 level or 600 club, that's a position called F3. Don't worry about that right now. I don't want to confuse you with the MLM jargon or language, but that's something I'm writing down as I'm kind of structuring how we're going to assist you to get there. Now, in any organization, you have what's called a position that all positions are based off of, and without getting at this position, in most companies anyway, you can't get to the other levels of leadership. And our first level of leadership is D3, Distributor 3, which means once you invite, and we have a unique team build here, but once you invite, whether you do it, whether we assist, or what have you, and nothing's guaranteed, I want to say that right there. But once you get 3 people, however it happens, the following month, you don't have to generate, you don't have to pay anything. You're basically generating $100, but because your membership is $100 a month, that's a wash. So now you're at the break-even point, and from there, we just have to help you with those first 3, help them go D3, and then you're at the F3 level. Don't worry about if it's confusing. I'm just laying the foundation. As you grow through the information, you'll receive a little bit more. Does that make a little bit sense? A little more sense to you?
Yes, it does, and it sounds really a lot easier than trying to build a team of 50 million people all of a sudden.
Absolutely, absolutely. See, you got some experience. I know companies I've been part of that, 150 people, 250 people, you're not even generating the $600 a month. So I definitely can understand that. I always say it's 12 here. Our goal, we're not talking about 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month, 40 grand a month, 50 grand a month. We're going to keep it realistic. We're about simple freedom. So we're just talking about helping the average person generate $600 a month, because statistically it's been stated if you can help somebody generate $500 a month, that would have kept them away from bankruptcy. And we want to help the average person have success in above average opportunity. With that being said, now you're looking to generate 5K at the top end, which we won't focus on right now, but that's the F5 position. But to get you to the 600 level, we have to help you go D3. Now, in doing that, how much, I know you said, I'm listening to you, said you pretty much work on the weekends, you've got Monday through Friday to work this business, correct?
I have Monday through Friday, plus I have, as soon as I am released from my duties, I am free, and I'm willing and able to work those other days also. Okay.
And so if I had to put down how many realistic hours, I mean, I know you have to eat, and I know you probably have to tend to, if you've got pets or anything like that, on a weekly basis, how much time consistently can you devote to your business so we can assist you to generate that $600 monthly residual income and get to the level where you're generating the $5,000 monthly residual income?
I can always go above and beyond, but to start with, I can, knowing me and knowing what my goals are and knowing that I have to work hard to get there, I could easily do a regular 8 to 5, and I'm talking out loud to get the numbers out there. I can easily do 8-hour days, 40-hour week, plus the weekend of another 8 for 48, at least 48 hours.
So that's 48 hours a week?
Or 56. I'm sorry, 56. No, 48. Yeah.
48 hours a week.
Am I adding up right? I'm looking at least, to me, an 8-hour day is a tiny, puny day. I can easily double that. But I could do 8-hour days and then add on at least 4 hours each for like Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. We're just going to say 40. Anything more that's outstanding, you have definitely more than enough time. What I'm looking to do is, I don't want you to tell me, Armand, I'm looking to make 50 grand a month and I've got 30 minutes every 2 weeks to invest.
No,
So
no.
you've gone from that end of the scale where you're at the end of the scale where you definitely have the time to invest. And I think it's a doable situation if you can be consistent and you can follow what's going on here with what we have with our team with Simple Freedom. So basically, within those 40 hours a week, if we can show you how to initially get to $600 residual and to end up at least at 5K over a period of a couple of months, maybe 6 to 12 months, and have your attention, you'd be focused here. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. That it makes sense to you, that it put a smile on your face?
It would put a big smile on my face. It's
Awesome.
never happened before.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good deal. So with that, basically what I'm going to do is start to get you in a little bit more about how I work so you can kind of find out about that. And I want to just say this. When you succeed, hold up, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, my screen, I was gone away. But basically when you succeed in this business, Christina, it's going to be because of you. If you fail in this business, it's going to be because of you. I just want you to know your success is based on you. So you can't come back and blame myself. You can't come back and blame D. Does that make sense that, you know, when you win here and you're at the 600 club and at the 5K, you basically look in the mirror and said, I helped to get me here. I did this. I'm responsible for my success. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Awesome, awesome. And the reason
Because
why I said, go ahead.
It's just because I have been there before, and I have, like I said, not won. And I don't bash the other companies because I have received great training and I didn't implement. I thought I did, but I didn't. Knowing now, of course, I haven't. We're being hypothetical here in a way because I'm now farther along than I would have been when we were having this first conversation. But
Yes, I appreciate you playing along.
I totally understand. If I don't do it, it's because of me. That's why I make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do and I follow what you're telling me. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. I just want to let you know I'm here to work with you, but I'm not here to do it for you. I always say something like this, and I've been saying it for years. If you bring your 50 bricks to the table, best believe I'm gonna bring my 50 bricks to the table, and we'll get the job done. It's all about consistency, and basically that's just how I rock and roll. With that, I just want to kind of go into, you know, my job is to help you to become independent from me as quickly as possible. Does that seem like a good thing, Christina?
It's excellent.
Awesome, awesome. And the reason why, go ahead.
I'm independent, and if anything, I have been too much of an island because I think I can do it all. But now I know I need my training and I need my mentorship, but I don't need to hang on to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that sounds just like a true leader, which you are. I recognize that just right off the top end. And there's one other thing I like to go with you, because in this business, it's going to be highs and there's going to be lows, and just like life, there's highs and lows. Something happens, you might move. Something happens with a family member, or a loved member, or a loved one. And for us, it's very easy, just like it'd be very easy for you to tell. I'm ex-military, so I say when somebody goes dark or when they just basically disappear and pull a Casper. Now, if that happens and something happens in your life and you're just not around, I don't see you beating up the P30X or anything like that. Let me ask you, how would you like me to handle this? I'm going to give you 3 scenarios. Number 1, leave you alone. You're your own self. You'll come back when you get good and ready. Number 2, which is more my style, you know, don't call me up, ask me how's the business, but just call me up just to see how I'm doing. You know, see if you can reach out to me once or twice, and I'll let you know what's going on. Or I'll do it. Coach will do it this way. But are you a number 3, which is you want a Sergeant Slaughter, meaning, hey, tell me why I'm in the business, tell me my whys, tell me to get in the game, and that's it, period, end of story. Which one are you?
I like number 2 because I don't want nothing, because then if I'm in a funk, I need to be jogged out of it. But I just need to be reminded, and I don't need a drill sergeant.
I totally relate to you. I'm very independent myself. If you write a page, a half a page, I'll take what you wrote on a half a page if it's 100% the way to do it, and just add my page to it, and we can make it happen. So I'm of the number 2 persuasion. Check on me to see how I'm doing, because you never know what life brings us, and we're more than just business. It's family here, Simple Freedom family. Reach out to me once or twice, and you'll hear from me, because I'm a man of my word, and I'll get back to you and just let you know what's going on. But that's just the way I operate. So I'm writing that down.
Okay.
How to approach you. You said it, not me. And with that being said, I know you just got the welcome email. What products have you looked at yet? What products interest you?
Actually, I looked at, because it just popped up. Well, oh gosh. The financial aspect of it looked really good. The tax bot and the finance, whatever that's called, and actually the very first thing, the ID theft for the computer. Those all, I mean, they sprung out to me at first, but when I actually got online to dig in a little bit further, the Awaken Sport drink, and especially the Awaken coffee, because I was in a coffee business before that has Ganoderma in it, and I was very, very interested in that. So using different eyes to look at it, those really popped out at me, because I can see how those can be used, not only for me to drink them, because I can't drink any other coffee except for Ganoderma coffee. I know how they can be used in things like fundraisers. I'm probably answering your question more than you wanted, but my community that got flooded out last year really needs to be rebuilt, and I can see these products coming into a fundraiser.
Awesome. Okay. So TaxBot, One Finance, ID Theft, Awaken Coffee, Sports Drink, Fundraiser. Okay, that definitely hits the nail.
Well, gosh, no. Actually, I mean, they all, when you think about it, and I do remember on that day that I saw everything, I like to travel. I used to work for the airline, so I like to travel. So the travel thing really popped out at me, and the language. I need to bone up on my Spanish, especially with this program.
Okay. Está bien. Okay, sounds good. Okay. With that being said, there's a couple of assignments that I want to do, and I want to find out action assignments, what you've done. Now, you've gotten the email, you've had it for a day or 2 days. How far have you gone through that email? Have you completed everything? Have you printed it out and X'd everything out? How far are you through there?
I don't exactly remember what it all said, but I do remember I made my own copy for my own people, because I really didn't want to be unprepared when somebody popped into my life. Mm-hmm. Because I've had that happen before, and it's not a good place to be when you don't know what to do. I got onto the orientation. I got onto the George Breyer. Well, I got onto all of the hustling type Facebook things, but especially okay. George Breyer.
I'm going to rewind us back just a little bit to what you actually got to, since we're role playing a little bit. Is
yeah.
You basically went through the first part of it, and you were just telling me, Christina, that you had done the part where you went ahead and opened up your waiting room. You went ahead and did the auto pay. Yeah. You did the auto pay. You also, too, there's one thing that I'm missing right there. It escapes my memory for right now. But usually what I'll have is the email up in front, and I'll just be going down that with them.
Okay, yeah, because I just didn't remember.
Okay, and then what I like to point out, too, because right now I'm all about time, it's 8:18, and we started at 7:58, so we have about 10 minutes right now, just so you know the time frame that we're working in, because I do want to honor my word and honor your time. I love the connecting that we're doing, and we're right on time. We're actually a little bit ahead of track. Now, with that, I see you hadn't gone through the Facebook Hustle by George Breer right now, and you've done internet marketing. So with you being an internet marketer, I'm going to encourage you as an action assignment to go through that and start to implement it as soon as you finish going through it. And as soon as you go through it, send me a text, send me some kind of message, and that way I can start to bring you through the next step. I'm going to leave everything on you, and as you get back to me, I'll assist you to the next step. And this will only happen maybe 2 or 3 times, and then you'll basically be like that butterfly breaking out the cocoon and starting and running yourself. Is that fair?
Yes, that's fair.
Okay. And then the next important thing is, did you see on that email where it said GoPro? Did you order that yet?
I did order it. I ordered it on Saturday. I ordered it on Saturday, and I ordered it through Amazon because I usually have very quick results with them. Unfortunately, this particular time it's coming through Kentucky or some silly thing, and I won't get it till this Saturday.
Okay.
But I did order it.
Awesome. That's our playbook. Tear into that. Let's just say, role playing for other individuals, let's just say Christina came out and said, you know what, I'm not even on Facebook yet. I'm working my way there. I'm willing to start to learn. I would tell her to have YouTube as a best friend to get her around Facebook, to find out more about how to operate, how to set up your picture. Have YouTube do that for you. But I would switch gears, and then Christina, what I would do is I would take you down, printing out the Simple Freedom booklet, making sure you had that in your hand, showing you where that is, and simply just say this thing is as simple as you showing somebody an 8-minute video, basically just asking them, if you recognize a winning opportunity or saw a winning opportunity, would you be open to taking a look? If there's a way you could generate $600 residual each and every month, would you be open to taking a look? The economy is getting a little bit challenging. What about if there was something that could help you to defeat the economy and create more income? Would you be open? Just whatever way. It's the intention and the idea behind it, not the phrasing or the wording, because I'll change it every time when I'm talking to somebody. But I would take you down that and say our game plan for the month is for you to print out 100 of those and get those out ASAP, because we'll break 3 from that and get you to D3, and then now we can start replicating the situation with other individuals. So that's just a little side note, sidebar. We'll go back into where we are, and basically with that, our goal right now is to assist you with 3 people. I'm going to ask you to open up your telephone, your cell phone, your smartphone, any contacts, and we're going to start reaching out to those individuals. So if you can make a list, we'll follow back up in the next 24 hours, and we're going to start to rock and roll. Christina, any questions for me at this point?
No.
Okay, awesome. You'll see we have a simple system here. If you start getting confused, you start getting frustrated, I'm going to ask you to take a step back, and this is really a big pen. It's like a bat. Hit yourself upside the head with the simple stick, because we're going to keep this simple here. I want to welcome you to the team, and basically this concludes this call. Let me know when you finish the Facebook Hustle, because you're an internet marketer. We'll pick it up from there in the next 24 hours and start approaching some people, and I'll give you some key phrases while you're waiting for your book, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Boom. That's it. For everybody out, anybody have questions, we'll answer those really quick. It's 8:22. I still have like 6 more minutes left, so it's done before the 30 minutes. I can get that done in 15 minutes easy. If I'm connecting like I'm connecting with Christina, it's a really good place to start to get that gel with that person, let them know you sincerely care about them. If you're watching this and whoever brought you in has sent you to this, what you want to do, yes, you watching this right now, you simply want to write down your own answers like Christina was answering it. You want to write down your answers or type them out on the email, and as soon as you finish watching this, contact whoever brought you in and tell them, hey, I watched it, and email them over your answers so they can start setting up a plan for you also too. Okay, and that's some leverage. Queen D, anything you'd like to add to this?
I would like to add that once you're in, we have a new member in, and say Christina now, she's brand new, and she's got her first person in. Christina's responsibility at that point, and for every point, every person she brings in after that is to have a copy of that welcome email. As soon as somebody signs up, whether you get on the phone with them or you're on Facebook chat, you say, hey, welcome to the team. I'm glad to have you here. As long as you know for certain that they're in and they've purchased the platinum package, it's your responsibility to send that email off to them, number one. And then I've learned through Coach, through this process, that the best thing to do is also to let them know that you'll be in touch within 24 hours to catch up with them. You give them that time to get through that email. Encourage them to do it ASAP, and then you'll get back to them. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, phone's the best, obviously, but if you have to do it through Facebook chat or whatever, that's everybody's responsibility. Whether you're putting those people, your personally sponsored people, under yourself, or whether you're putting those personally sponsored people under another teammate, it's your responsibility to make sure they get that email, they're plugged into the groups, you've welcomed them, and you've let them know that you'll be following up with them within 24 to 48 hours to see how they're going through that process.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that lets you gauge where somebody is, because when you send them that welcome email and you follow up and they're like, oh, what welcome email?
Yeah.
Wow, what have you been doing for 24 to 48 hours?
Yeah.
So it's a good gauge. I'm always looking for checks and balances. That's why I'll give you an action assignment, and I'll sit back. I won't say anything. If you're ready to run, we'll run, because for sometimes some people aren't ready to run right now, and that's all right, because they could be ready to run in 2 months and be a superstar. So you always love on people and add increase. That's it for me, Queen D. Anybody else have anything that could be a benefit to people that are watching this that are brand new, going through it? Okay. With that being said, I want to say I appreciate and love all of you all. This is Operation Popcorn. We're just popping D3s like crazy. You see some new D3s that came out. We'll be doing this again next week. I'll talk with Queen D. We're going to either do it on Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll wrap a mastermind about this. And I appreciate everybody so much coming here. And this Google Hangout is a wrap. It'll be up, and you can utilize it and study from it and pass it on to your team and rock and roll. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.